Have you ever been told that you need to grow a thicker skin, stop taking things so personally, or stop reacting so intensely to things that other people barely even seem to notice? If you have spent your entire life feeling like your emotional volume is turned up to a 10, while everyone else is operating at a comfortable 4, you are not overreacting. You aren't fragile. You aren't broken. And you definitely don't need to be fixed. Psychology has a specific term for how your brain is wired. It is called sensory processing sensitivity. And while society might have convinced you that your sensitivity is a weakness, science proves that it is actually an evolutionary advantage. Let's talk about what is actually happening in your nervous system. For about 20% of the population, the brain's filter works differently. Most people have a nervous system that blocks out unnecessary data. They can sit in the noisy restaurant, ignore the flickering light, tune out the conversation at the next table, and just eat their meal. But your brain doesn't block anything out. It absorbs everything. Every micro-expression on your friend's face, the subtle shift in the tone of a text message, the heavy energy of a room the moment you walk into it. Your brain is actively processing all of it all the time. You are taking in significantly more information about your environment than the average person. This is why you get overwhelmed in crowds. It is why loud noises feel physically painful. It is why you can't watch violent movies without feeling a lingering sense of dread for days afterward. Your nervous system is essentially a sponge, and when it absorbs too much water, it needs to be wrung out in total solitude. But here is the part that people get wrong about sensitivity. They think it just makes you prone to crying or anxiety. They miss the absolute superpower hiding underneath it. Because your brain processes information so deeply, you possess a level of emotional intelligence that most people can only dream of. You have highly active mirror neurons. This means you don't just understand what someone else is feeling, you actually feel it within your own body. You know exactly what a person needs before they even open their mouth. You can spot a lie from a mile away because the person's energy doesn't match their words. You are a human lie detector, a deeply loyal friend, and a profoundly creative thinker. The problem is that you have spent years trying to mask this trait. You have exhausted yourself trying to perform like someone who doesn't care, simply because it is more convenient for the people around you. You shrink your reactions, you swallow your tears, and you apologize for having feelings. But trying to numb your sensitivity is like buying a high-performance sports car and only driving it in first gear. It damages the engine. Recognizing your true mental worth means accepting that your depth is a gift. The world is full of people who are numb, detached, and moving entirely on the surface. You are the counterbalance to that. You are the one who feels the music, who connects the dots, and who brings profound empathy into spaces that desperately need it. You don't need a thicker skin. You just need to realize that your skin is designed to feel the wind change before the storm hits. If this resonated with you, you finally understand why you process the world the way you do. But there is another side to this coin. Because you feel things so deeply, you probably have a habit of pulling away from people when life gets stressful. If you have a tendency to completely isolate yourself and go ghost when you are overwhelmed, click this next video. We are going to break down the psychology of why you push people away to protect them.